He's a fascinating guy. He was a funny guy. He was a guy's guy. He was one of the first amongst equals. He lost an eye, so he had an eye patch. His relationship with Alexander's mother is a fascinating one, and his relationship with his son Alexander is a fascinating one as well. They had a love-hate relationship, pride and defiance. Philip often mocked his son, but was also fiercely proud of him. There are many great stories between of a young Alexander and a Philip. You can sense in Alexander's history one who was always protective of his mother, took her side, and yet always wanted his father's approval and love. There's one quick story about Philip that always cracks me up. Kings back then often had to spend their time just in boring court cases, right? Like Judge Judy. Just sit there and listen to, and often what we would consider small claims court. And there's a famous story where this woman, it was something about a real estate deal or something, and he was bored and he'd started drinking a bit. And so by the time it was her turn and towards the end, he's kind of drunk and he's irritable and drunk. And so she lays out the details, and he quickly decides against her. And she gets angry and she yells at him. And he's like, I appeal. And he was drunk and irritated. Who are you going to appeal to, woman? I'm the king. I'm the final judge. And she said, well, I appeal from Philip drunk to Philip sober. And he kind of nodded his head and he said, come back tomorrow, slurred his words. And the next day he heard the case again and he changed his judgment.